This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal. Today is Friday, November 21st, 2025. The title of this rant is, Hey, Hey, My. The Epstein files can never die. Yes, a little play on words on the Neil Young song from the late 70s, I believe. Hey, hey, my, rock and roll can never die. But yes, the Epstein files can never die. Now, we know that the fix is in. We know that Pam Bondi is not going to release all the files. They're going to obfuscate and do all kinds of crazy shit not to release everything. They're going to try not to release everything. But let's remember a couple things. Of course, they're going to scrub everything out as they possibly can. Trump is going to say that there's total vindication. There's nothing about him in there. Total vindication. I'm even more powerful than I was before. Fuck all of you guys. I'm going to get every one of you who voted against me. All right, he's going to claim total exoneration. But, let's just say that fire is still burning and burning brightly. And even if it went down to the embers will never burn out. So this thing has legs like more than a daddy long legs can keep rolling. Now, let's just talk about what's happening in MAGA world. So in MAGA world, it used to be the thing that agitated those people in MAGA most was all those libertards, right? Now, the thing that agitates the people in MAGA even more than that is pedophiles, because they've been, can I use the word groomed? Yes, they've been groomed by their social media influencers that the pedophiles are the worst things in the world because they wanted to associate them with the Democrats. Now, as I've said before, and many others have said, if any Democrats are in it, let all the chips fall where they may. So they're so much against pedos. That's their agitation. And they are going to keep hammering for this because, again, they want the truth to come out, and they think the truth will just decimate the Democrats all over the place. Now, let's go back a week or so when Lauren Boebert went into the Situation Room at the White House. As I've said before, that's this top secret room where the national security meets. They make very high-level decisions there. No phones are allowed. Boebert went in. There was Trump. There was Pam Bondi. There was Kash Patel, FBI, Justice Department. Who else was in there? Maybe the vice president. No phones were allowed. And you'd think they could have come down on her pretty hard and that she would have ceded and given it up. Because guess what? If she would have voted against the petition, then it could have been stopped right then and there. It might not have gone any further, but she held firm. So she knew she'd get hammered. She knew that they probably threatened to go against her in her next congressional election. They probably threw that they would throw the book at her, that Trump would go there and find whoever to go against her. So she held firm. So what does that say? She knows, and now every Republican knows, you can go against him. And yes, he does not have the power anymore. The emperor has no clothes. He conceded on that discharge position because he knew not only was he going to lose in the House, but he was going to lose in the Senate also. And it was going to be overwhelmingly. So he dropped out. So cheers to Laura Boebert about all that. As I said, he has been stripped down. So what do we have going on here right now? Okay, Marjorie Taylor Greene, which I mentioned the other day, yes, she spoke firmly and forcefully against Trump. She also knows that there's repercussions. She's also claiming, it's probably true too, that she has had threats against her and her family. So she is willing to take the blowback on this because, yes, there are always some that are willing to do that. But let's remember, there are over 1,000 FBI agents who started that scrubbing back in April or in March or whenever they started to do that. You can't tell me that out of those 1,000 FBI agents, and let's remember something else. When they brought all that information and had them do that work and scrubbing, there were not safeguards within the computer system so that some FBI agent couldn't transfer that information to somewhere else. So could there be just tremendous leaks coming out? Could there be leaks continuing to come out from the Epstein estate? There could be a lot of that stuff coming out because the truth will always come out. Remember, Nixon, every single week, every single month, whatever it was, tried a new plan to get out of everything. It ended up not working for him. There will be leaks. There will be big leaks. And remember, again, from the beginning, everyone knew that the more he protested about what was in the Epstein files, the more we knew he had something to hide. More is going to be revealed. It may take weeks, it may take months, but it will come out. Whether it comes out in drips or drabs, it won't. The Republicans are not scared of him nearly as much as they were before. They know that they have to run from him. His numbers are so far underwater. And they know, and actually, they're probably going to do much better when they run from him. That'll be a benefit to them as not. So let's just remember the last lines of the Neil Young song. Hey, hey, my, rock and roll can never die. There's more to the picture than meets the eye. Hey, hey, my. Maybe he should just release the files. But they'll come out soon enough.